the SPTA mini polisher. Now, this little guy is reminiscent of the Rupes hybrid. Very similar design with just a few little things that are different. Comes with this nice carrying case and a bunch of little pads and 2 batteries. So these little batteries pop out. This little polisher I picked up at Amazon. These may become very, very popular because at the price point, it's pretty affordable. 200 bucks, you get the whole kit, which with a bunch of the little polishing pads here and 2 batteries. Now, let's talk about some of the pros and cons and the differences between this and the Rupes hybrid. Now, I've had a chance to use the Rupes hybrid, and it is a really good machine, and really it feels the same when I'm working with it. This polisher is very smooth. It doesn't have the variable knob on it, but it does have a digital readout, which looks a little bit fancier. I don't know if it's better or not. I think that's just personal choice, but it is nice. It doesn't have a trigger. It has the little switch here. So we turn it on and it starts at speed 1 all the time. No matter if you start it on speed 7, shut it off, always starts at speed 1. I actually like that because if you forget, it doesn't burst into speed 7 and potentially damage something. The other thing I noticed about the head here is that it's kind of in between the short head and the long head for the hybrid. So a nice in between, and this is a 90-degree angle where the hybrid is slightly tipped at a higher angle. So the ergonomics of it, I guess, might be slightly better, but it's negligible. It doesn't really make a difference to me. The head here is a 9mm throw, and you can remove the little tiny backing plate and go directly to the shaft, and it becomes a rotary. Now, some guys are saying that it stalls a lot, it doesn't have enough power. You know what? Any DA machine is going to have some stalling around curvatures and things like that. So you just finesse it. You learn to angle the machine and work with it and make it work. So it might stall a little bit, but again, learn how to use your polisher and you'll be fine. My Generation 115 Rupes 15mm polisher still stalls around certain curves, but I just learned to work with it and angle it correctly so that it works. So I don't have a problem with that. I do like the fact that the batteries here are chargeable through this little port here. So it comes with 2 of them, and I don't know if you can buy more of them or not. Again, SPTA. I know you are selling budget polishers, but if you can sell them with an extra charger, an extra battery, or have the option to buy it separately, I would totally buy it. Even at like $50, I would buy an extra battery and an extra charger, like a docking point or like a docking port or whatever the charger that goes into here that it comes with. That would be fine too. I think 3 batteries seems to be just right to be able to charge 2 batteries at once, use one, and then you switch it out. And by the time you get to that 3rd battery, the other one is charged also, so you can continuously use it. The other thing is it doesn't have the battery thing that clips into here. I don't know what that's called, that has the cord so that it's corded, so that if you don't want to use it as a cordless, the hybrid has that option. This doesn't. So SPTA, that might be something you want to look into. Have one of these that has a cord so you can plug it in. I know it kind of defeats the purpose of having a cordless polisher, but if someone is using this extensively, then you might want the corded option. But again, that's personal choice, I think, and depending on how long you're going to be using this little guy. So the power is definitely there, as you heard. The smoothness is there, feels good working, you know, in your hands. Now the little head here does get pretty warm. It gets pretty hot when you're working with it. So again, using it extensively for long periods of time, it's probably not built for that. I don't know if the hybrid actually does that though. When I was using it, it did get warm on the head, so that could just be the way that these are. But you know, if you know how to take all of these apart, you can repack the grease in there with the bearings and all that stuff where the gears are, and change out that grease so that you don't burn anything out, because I'm sure that heat doesn't play well with all the gears in there, even if it is packed with grease already. All in all, it's a really nice polisher. I just like the size of it. I like the handle of it, the ergonomics, the build quality seems great to me. So we're working on this black Toyota Tacoma, and we had to do some heavy compounding on the rear tailgate here. So, and it was a small area. I didn't want to put the 3-inch on this area because you could burn through that edge. You don't want to be heavily polishing or compounding on edges. So this little guy worked perfectly. Popped on a little microfiber pad and then a polishing pad, and it worked great. So I was able to get all the way up to the edge, and you can see the difference between the uncompounded side, the unpolished side, and the side that we polished. It did a great job. So SPTA offers some great affordable options. Now granted, are they the best of the best? I kind of don't think any company is the best. Each will have their pros and cons. Each will have products or tools that they put out that are meh and others that are amazing. So don't knock the company. Buy the tool or the product, try it for yourself. If you like it, great. If you don't, then move on. It's up to each person to make their own choice. So for this little guy, I love it. I'm going to continue using it, and you'll see it in the videos while we're polishing vehicles.
Alright, this is the little trim that I want to finish. That's it. See? No pressure at all. Let's try again. Little pressure. I'm blinking. Was work way better before in the beginning and just start to be like that. So let's try another battery. And stop again.
Only thing I don't like. So like if you drop it, it would probably pop loose. Like you can pull it out by hand, but it goes from side to side. Not bad at all.
This one?